Hello. Well, it's been a while. I've been busy, which is a good thing because that means I'm so much better. And I am so much better. This tomorrow will be 10 weeks from my hysterectomy surgery. And I had an open surgery, meaning they put an incision in my lower tummy down here, right across here, because they couldn't do it laparoscopically because my uterus was too big because it had problems, adenomyosis. It was too big and thick and did not work right. And I didn't want to get a hysterectomy, but it turned out that that was the necessary course. I'm 58 years old. I didn't want a part of me taken out in my life, but I guess that's what happened. Anyway, 10 weeks tomorrow, and I feel great. I feel so great. I feel really great. I really don't have pain and not too much soreness anymore. I have a slight twinge in that area, sometimes right here. I think it's my scar maybe area. I'm not sure. It's a slight twinge. I'm still healing. So I still am very conscious that I'm still healing, and I had recent surgery, and I still need to be careful in that way. I don't, well, anyway, but I feel great, and I don't have pain anymore. I don't have to take ibuprofen or Tylenol anymore. Yay! And I was given the okay by my doctor at the 6-week follow-up checkup to go back to my normal life and exercise. So I started running again and training again and going to my CrossFit workouts once a week. I recently started adding some weight. Well, the first week when I did my CrossFit workout, I just did body weight exercises, and that was great. The second week, I had a little weight on the bar, I think 45 pounds, which should be nothing, but it felt like 65 pounds. And I did a barbell curl, shoulder press movement, and it was the weight was fine, but I was sore afterwards. But let's see. And this last week for my workout, I did some squats for the first time since before my surgery. Weighted barbell squats, which I love. It's my favorite thing in the world to do. And I don't know how much weight we did, but we didn't go crazy at all. And I just enjoyed it. And my quads are not happy this weekend. Very sore. And it's weird because whenever I am doing some training, my body, I haven't workout really in 2 months. And since I started going back to working out, and then I hadn't lifted weights for 2 months since I started going back to working out. So my body is adjusting to using muscles, ligaments, tendons. Even the bottom of my feet were sore after I did my barbell workout for the first time using weights. I've never had that happen before, except for running. I had plantar fasciitis, but this was different. This was my muscles of my bottom of my feet were sore because I hadn't been used to holding any weight other than my body weight, which is weight, but so that was really interesting. And so this week my quads were sore, but it's fine. I mean, I worked out before my surgery, so everything is, starting to remember how to use these muscles, tendons, ligaments, and getting stronger day by day. And it's great. I mean, I'm sore and tired, but it's great. And I'm having a great time. And yesterday I was going through my little personal journal planner, and I forgot again that one of my words for focus for every week is celebrate. Celebrate my health, my getting back to working out, everything in my life, being able to do stuff. And I forgot that celebrate was one of my words of focus. And I'm like, oh yeah, celebrate. So I wrote it on an index card, 2 index cards, and I put it in one area right in front of me on my couch, and one area as I walk here to the kitchen. And so I can remember to celebrate, every day, you get into a routine and you forget, and do I have to do this, or I don't really want to do this. But when I remember to celebrate that I can do these things, it's so wonderful. And so I remembered that yesterday, and I want to keep remembering to celebrate every little thing, because you forget what a gift it is to be able to do anything. We take things so for granted, and our bodies for granted. So anyway, I feel great. I have tons of energy when I work out. I get tired afterwards because I'm, not in workout shape, like from training like I used to be. But during training, I feel great. I don't have anemia anymore, so I have lots of energy, and I think my stamina is better. I'm excited because I haven't not had a chronic health condition for years now, like 5 years. So um, it's going to be better, as long as I keep taking this, getting back into my workout slowly and not hurting myself. Like, I'm wearing my compression elbow sleeves that I have when I do lift weights, because I don't want to get tendonitis, because after coronavirus shut down, I went back to CrossFit after like 3 months or something. And I started lifting weight again, and I got tendonitis in my elbow. And it took a long time, like a year, for that to go away. So I'm trying to be preventative and take things slow still. And that's easy. I mean, I'm not in a hurry at this point. I've been in a hurry in the past, going faster and further and lifting more, and doing bodybuilding competitions, and wanting to be the best. And thank goodness I've been through those stages. My light just dimmed. Put this light up a little bit, because I've been there, done that. I don't have to prove that to myself anymore. And so now I can just enjoy it, enjoy my fitness, enjoy my strength, and enjoy getting back in shape, muscle wise and endurance wise and body wise, and see where I go. I think I'm going to be capable of doing whatever. I have, got to figure out some goals, and I could do anything I want. I don't know if I want to do anything I want. There's ultra marathons and marathons and triathlons, and I mean, I know I could do anything if I put my mind to it. I just don't know what I want to be doing. But it doesn't matter. I have no time frame. So I do, I'm looking forward to signing up to some like 5Ks and working my way to that, because I'm starting from the bottom again. Oh, and on Halloween not this weekend, this is Sunday. Last Sunday was Halloween, and I signed myself and Ginger up for a little trail run as a celebration of my recovery from surgery, my first like sign up run, and it's also like my first in-person run. And it was outdoors. It was a trail run in the woods, and it was totally COVID safe. It was outdoors. Everybody was very separated. They were very well put together. Everybody wore masks. It was very COVID friendly in terms of being safe. And I signed up for a little 4K, which is about 2.5 miles, and had a great time. It was beautiful out, and I just took my time. And Ginger had a great fun on the run. She wasn't thrilled about being there because it was very cold, and the way up there was very windy, and she got car sick, which I don't blame her, because I would be car sick too if I were a passenger. But since I drove, I didn't get car sick. But poor little Ginger, she was not a happy camper on the way home too. But I knew she'd have fun running, and she did. We had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Except she didn't have so much fun going all the way up there. But and being in the cold, she had 4 layers of coats on. 4. I knew she wasn't cold. Her little feet might have been cold, but she wasn't cold. But she made herself miserable, being dramatic. Chihuahuas are very dramatic, right? Big girl? She's such a good doggy. I'm going to have a rescue dog update on my little Ginger because she's such a good girl. She's hanging out over there on the couch in her blankets, being very happy in her cuddle space. Yeah, her morning nap space. So, feel really good. And I'm very excited. So the good news for anybody that's going through a hysterectomy is it does get better, hopefully, if everything goes well for you. And if you're a healthy person and you take good care of yourself and you take things slow, but keep moving. You know, I walked every day while I was in my 6 weeks of recovery. Don't do too much because that hurts. It will get better. So last week was week 9. It felt great. I think at 8 weeks I felt really good with that little bit of soreness sometimes, but now things are so much better. My scar it doesn't bother me. I mean, I'm not going to be in any contest soon. I mean, maybe if I do a bodybuilding contest, but you know what? You get tanned, so I don't think it matters anyway. But it's just a little line. I could show you. It's a little embarrassing. I don't like, but it's just a little thin line right down there, and it's just a scar line. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's just a line. Yeah, it's not a big deal for me now. If I were a young woman, like in her 20s, it might bother me. But, you know, I've done so much. I'm not out to prove anything to anybody anymore. So it really, I don't have to have those kind of image problems anymore. You know, people give birth to babies. You know, I never went through that. So, you know, a lot of people have tummy scars. So, and other scars. So, no, it's fine with me. And I am really grateful. And I'm glad that I did have this procedure, which is really weird to say. I'm glad I had a hysterectomy, but you know, in all the YouTube videos, you know, I haven't seen one that doesn't say the same thing. We're all glad because we had so many problems before. I did, you know, have a first opinion, I went to a second opinion doctor. I had lots of opinions along the way from doctors. But I kept pressing for more expertise and trying to figure out what the heck was wrong because my first doctor had no idea what was wrong. She was just guessing, which is not helpful. But she tried. She tried to help, but she was not giving me the right help. But she recommended hysterectomy, but she didn't know what the problem was. So I'm not going to do something if I don't know what the problem was. So it took me pursuing what the heck is going on to finally accept that this was a solution. And in fact, it wasn't just the adenomyosis problem and my uterus being all kinds of really not in a good place. I mean, my uterus was not helping anything. It was causing all this problem. But because of my age, my doctors started being concerned it could be cancerous because I'm 58 years old, and they said, you know, you shouldn't be having these problems at 58, having bleeding problems. And I'm like, yeah, I realize that. But when they said the cancer word, I'm like, okay, we tried everything. We tried ablation, which was the wrong treatment for adenomyosis at my age. My first doctor did that. I was hopeful that would work. But then a few weeks later, it turned out it didn't work. I was bleeding. So not only was it the wrong treatment for my age, ablation, and for my problem, adenomyosis, which she didn't know what it was, the problem, it didn't work. So then I sought out a second opinion. I sought out more procedures. What do they call it? Ultrasound internal and external, and a really good digital, very well done ultrasound, which I hadn't had before. That person that read this diagnostic test is the one that diagnosed adenomyosis. I saw it on the person that read the ultrasound. So they're the ones that finally gave me that diagnosis. So I pushed for more tests. We tried hormone therapy, which controlled the bleeding finally, but was not a long-term solution. What else did I try? I tried waiting years to see if menopause would solve the problem and just end the problem, but that I hadn't had menopause, so that didn't work. So after all these steps and finally finding the problem and finally finding experts in this field that recommended hysterectomy, I finally said, okay. I didn't want it, but it turns out I'm really happy right now. I feel great, and I'm excited that I don't have that problem anymore. And so that's really good. So thank goodness for the gift of health. Knock on wood, because got to be grateful when we have it and celebrate this recovery. I can do anything now. I could lift heavy weights, but I have to build up to that. At my age, I for sure want to take it slow because I don't want to be injured. I'm running slow, and also building up, and it's going really well, and I'm enjoying it. The whole purpose is just to enjoy life. So I'm enjoying it, and I want to let you guys know. Okay, hope you guys are well. If you have any questions, write them below. Alrighty, bye.